narrate a calm but powerful tone. Do you know about the empire that once stretched from the Pacific Ocean all the way to the heart of Europe? An empire so vast that it connected the East and the West under one banner. Yes, I'm talking about the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever seen. Scene 1, the rise of Temujin. 2. It all began on the cold, endless steppes of Mongolia in the 12th century. A young boy named Temujin was born into hardship. His father, a tribal leader, was poisoned by rivals when Temujin was still a child. His family was cast out, left to survive on wild roots and scraps of meat in the harsh wilderness. But Temujin was not ordinary. He grew up with a fire in his heart, a dream to unite the scattered Mongol tribes who were always fighting each other. Through loyalty, courage, and ruthless discipline, Temujin slowly gathered followers. He rewarded bravery and punished betrayal, no matter who it came from. By the year 1206, he had done the impossible, united the Mongol tribes under one rule, war. Then that he took a new title, Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. Scene 2, the Mongol war machine Genghis Khan didn't just want to unite Mongolia, he wanted the world. His army was like no other. Fast, disciplined, and unstoppable. They rode strong horses and could cover up to 100 miles in a single day. Every warrior carried a bow made of horn and sinew that could pierce armor from a great distance. The Mongols used psychological warfare to strike fear before even lifting a sword. Entire cities surrendered at the mere rumor that the Mongols were coming. They also used clever tactics, fake retreats, coordinated ambushes, and lightning-fast attacks that left enemies confused and broken. Scene 3. Conquests across the world. Genghis Khan's armies swept across Asia, conquering powerful kingdoms one by one. In China, they faced the mighty Jin dynasty and destroyed it after years of battle. Then they turned west, crushing cities in Central Asia, Persia, and even reaching Eastern Europe. No empire could stop them. They took Beijing, Samarkand, Baghdad, and even threatened Vienna in Europe. By the mid-1200s, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Yellow Sea in the east to the Danube River in the west. It was said that a woman carrying gold on her head could travel across Mongol lands without being harmed. Such was the peace under their rule. Scene 4. The rule of the Khans. After Genghis Khan's death in 1227, his descendants continued to expand the empire. His grandson Kublai Khan conquered the Song dynasty in China and became the first foreign emperor to rule all of China, founding the Yuan dynasty. Under his leadership, the Mongols encouraged trade, science, and culture. They built roads, postal systems, and protected merchants along the Silk Road. From China to the Middle East to Europe, goods and ideas flowed freely. Paper, gunpowder, printing, and even pasta recipes traveled across continents because of Mongol peace, known as the Pax Mongolica. Scene 5. Life in the Empire. Life in the Mongol Empire was surprisingly organized. They believed in religious tolerance. Muslims, Buddhists, and Christians all lived side by side. Scholars, engineers, and doctors were welcomed from all lands. Their capital, Karakoram, became a vibrant center of culture and trade. Mongol laws were strict but fair, based on the Yasa-A code created by Genghis Khan himself. Discipline, loyalty, and justice were the pillars of Mongol society. Scene 6. The fall begins, but like all great empires, the Mongols eventually began to crumble. Their empire was too vast, and communication too slow. Different Khans ruled different regions, often fighting among themselves. The once united empire broke into 4 main parts: the Yuan dynasty in China, the Ilkhanate in Persia, the Golden Horde in Russia, the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia. As time passed, rebellions grew. In China, the Mongols were overthrown by the Ming dynasty. In the west, their territories were absorbed by rising powers like the Ottoman Empire and Russia. By the 5th-10th century, the Mongol Empire had faded, but its legacy remained. Scene 7. Legacy of the Mongols. Despite their brutal reputation, the Mongols changed history forever. They connected the world in a way no one else had done before. Trade, knowledge, and cultures mixed like never before in human history. Even today, we can still trace their influence in the routes of trade, in military strategies, and in the blending of East and West. And Genghis Khan. He remains one of the most influential leaders who ever lived, feared by some, admired by others, but never forgotten. Closing scene. Music rises dramatically. Zoo. The next time you hear the whisper of the winds across the steppe, remember the riders who once thundered across half the world, the Mongols who built an empire from the dust of the plains and left their mark on history forever. Narrator firmly, with a smile. And if you enjoyed this story of the mighty Mongol Empire, don't forget to subscribe.